What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Final Fantasy 16, and we are entering the final push for side quests. We have about 8 remaining, unless any more pop up, which they very well could. But right now there are 8 on the map, and the main story quest. So we're going back to the hideaway. We're going to talk to Hippocrates and see what happens next with all that. Last time we ended with finishing up the Dame side quest, which was really good. She had a pretty badass speech at the end. United all of Northreach. I think that was where we were at. So it was all good. You went back home for the weekend. Your poor roommate is going to be all alone in the dorm for the weekend. Oh, wait. Retry. Did you start school already? Doing good. Did keep talking. Nobody exposed with the boys. So Rex, you guys are just playing the PC version of that, right? Because apparently there's a VR version that's really cool. Oh, it's summer program. Okay, gotcha. All right, Hippocrates, what are we doing?
Lawsman Hippocrates, I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
Indeed, sir.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor.
The plot thickens.
This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting.
I think Dion could use somebody to talk to.
He dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace.
Oh.
Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
I wonder if that's the flower.
It can't hurt to try.
The white flower
Where can I find this
that the
flower?
Emperor gave him.
And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue.
Oh.
The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the color.
Never mind then.
There is a waterfall in Rickmal's Roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Okay, easy enough. Well, it might not be easy enough. We'll see what happens. So retry, you're at a separate program. I read that already. So Rex, you guys did try the VR version, but you couldn't get it ready for stream. That makes sense. I just know I have some friends at work that play that game on VR, and apparently it's really fun. Okay, so where are we going? Oh, over here. So Isla seems like the best starting point to get over there. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, we're in Waloed. Great place. I love it here. I gonna get a VR set up for October to play scary games? Nah, I'm not quite ready to break into VR, I don't think. I think it's really cool conceptually, and like I've used it before and it's pretty dope, but I'm probably not gonna invest in it anytime soon. Cookie, do you have any VR stuff? Headset or like any iterations of it? Because there's like the different kinds of headsets and stuff you can get. You mentioned your summer program twice. Comrade forgot he's toxic. I did. I'm not. Listen, retry. I gotta remember a lot of stuff. All right, I try my best here. Okay. You do not. Yeah. I know I have some friends at work that have like a whole room dedicated to it. I know you're messing. Well, I assumed you were messing around at least. I'm sensitive. Not really. All right. Let's go find a flower. Hopefully this gives us some crafting mats. 8-ball is trimmer sensitive. All signs point to yes. Oh no. Oh no.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Hello, sir. Have you played this game? Ooh, nice counter, me. Time for the OP attack that doesn't do any damage, but charges the bar. What's up, Kenny? How are you? You can't hide from me. But for real, you kind of wish you could dorm for when you actually start. Wait, you wish you could go to a dorm when you actually start college? So I actually never lived in the dorms. Retry. My first year of college, I commuted, and then the year after that, I had an apartment. I kind of wish I would have lived in the dorms too. I feel like it's just a fun experience. Ask Cookie all about it, because Cookie, he was a TA, I think. No, that's TA is the wrong word. Cookie, what is the word for the thing you were, where you like monitor the dorm or whatever? All right, that's right. You were a TA too, though, weren't you?
Too slow.
Right. Okay. I knew that. I thought so. You're one of 2 featured mechanics in the program, while the rest are engineers and pilots. We're a dying breed. You're always going to need techs and mechanics, though. That's never going to go away. Doing all right. Glad it's Friday after 5. Hell yeah, Kenny. I feel you there. I was actually off today, but I do understand that feeling. And of course, 8-ball was correct with saying chat was toxic. We're all aware of that. Come on now, it's Switch chat. Last hour of work today dealt with a person who asked for documents, then proceeded not to read requested documents, still asked for documents. Oh, that's always fun. Correct, Rex. Mechanics or any kind of tech would be more hands-on. We're not toxic, we're all just sensitive.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
We're going to assume it's the correct flower.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
Yes, we should.
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him.
Okay, let's go grab the old prince and see what happens. Don't worry, you're sensitive too. That's why you need to reiterate that you're joking. I feel that. All right, Dion, what is up, dude? Oh,
Highness,
it's not looking too great.
would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before
Come on, Dion, it's okay.
Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right.
His mouth didn't move. That was weird.
I must at the very least offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
I'm very interested in this conversation. I know exactly what you mean, Kenny. I felt that way before talking to people at work. All right, here we go.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
When Clive is smiling like that to somebody, it's so wholesome. I don't know. They did a really good job with that.
Master Harpocrates, pray. Accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Oh, it is the same flower, but it's purple.
Is that a wyvern tail?
I see the symbology already.
The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Don't cry. I'm gonna cry.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Man, I think Dion's gonna die, guys. I wonder if it's like a Dragoon insignia or something like that.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soul in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
So, probably two things for the table, maybe? The Wall of Sad.
Stolas quill. Or more precisely, my Stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
That was a really nice quest right there. Really easy, but that was some good dialogue. Everything is so well written, especially like these end ones. So we got a Stolas quill and Bahamut's Mercy reduces Gale Flare cooldown time by 6 seconds. Hell yeah. All right, so retry. You said, according to your English professor in the program, the whole aviation industry is facing a shortage. You think you feel what he meant by that when you realize you feel what he meant by that when you realize you're the only one of two mechanics around. That does indeed. So you already said it, but I was gonna say that means job security for you, which is nice, and that means that you will get paid what you're worth, also, which is nice as well. Once you finish the program. So those are all good. Those are all positives to the field that you're going into. So there's our Stolas quill right there. Dude, look at all the stuff we have here now. Wait, what is this? Oh, from the Veil. It's the Veil signboard. We got that as well, right? You're going to be a valuable member of society in 2 years. Congratulations. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Whole again. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for you reuniting me from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, that those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt, Vivian. And then a note of thanks. My Lord Marquis, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time to go, with regret for the long years of duty left undone, that they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rosfield, such as yourself, shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix's flame burn ever in your heart, Cyril. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, Akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight. And we will win. Isabel. Damn. Like I said, beautiful writing, even though I can't read. Only like 50 years to get. That's true, Cookie. 50 long years. Okay, so what do we got over here? We got Three's Company, Nobody's Tool, and Trial and Error. Then Phoenix Heal Thyself, Tears of Mercy, Aiming High, and Litany of Errors. Well, I guess we'll just work our way across. Let's do this one over here for Uncle Byron. Yeah, RP, we're doing all the side quests. Also, what's up? Beautiful writing, even though what's up, Artificial Soul? Yeah, I mean, I'm butchering it, but it's fine.
Clive, my boy. Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Eugen?
I thought he was retired.
I thought it was Eugene.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle. And he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
I suppose not.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
All right, let's do it. Three's Company. So RP, you think you're going to move forward with the home gym plans? I think that's a really good idea. I mean, having a home gym is super convenient. Like, you're just right there. Like, you can use it whenever you want. Early in the morning, late at night, any time of day. If you're home, like, it's really nice. Any good in aviation just seems face. Too bad. Wait. Any job is good in aviation. Okay. Too bad you were too stupid to become a pilot. Well, there's a lot of requirements for pilots as well. ATC's air traffic control, right, Kenny? I believe that's what that is, at least. Yep. Oh, that's what I thought. One of the friends I made through YouTube and Twitch, actually used to be an air traffic controller. He's also a pilot.
Papa.
He does a bunch of flight videos, like flight simulator videos on YouTube. They're actually really cool. They're fun to watch. The channel is No DAC Express Gaming, if anyone's ever curious.
Good girl. Faster.
So you were in ATC and route training, gotcha. So it sounds like retry that Kenny went through the training. You still have some of the flight strips using the ERAM problems. I don't know what that means, Kenny, but that sounds cool. Well, this looks, well, hopefully it goes well. I don't like how they're all standing there. Oh, bad guys? Maybe? Brigands? Ne'er-do-wells, perhaps?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
You know how hot it has to be with that chainmail all the way up above your face like that? Like above your mouth?
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him. This won't take long.
Alright, little fight.
You're right. It won't, man.
Oh, you're fighting a god, dude. Just chill. It's like not worth it, but you don't know that. Bannerless Commandant. Oh, I forgot you can't dash like that anymore. Hey! God damn it, you healer. We don't believe in healers around here. And now, for all of you to die. Oh, they're flying in the air right there in the background. Juggled. There we go.
A little longer than I'd have liked.
Damn, over 800 miles away from home. That's far. Like the other side of the country then from you.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis, or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, So many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right, but in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw.
Obviously not, dude. We're fighting a god.
I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen.
I don't know if Clive's the best person
I'm
for
flattered,
that. Yeah.
but I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Oh, maybe Otto
Is that so?
or Uncle Byron.
And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Wonder who it is. So Kenny, even though you didn't score high enough, are you not able to retake the test or something like that? I can't believe it's a one and
Your
done.
Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
All right, so it's not Uncle Byron. Your instructor was cool about it. A few people from your class after graduation day invited me to an outing, and our instructor met with us and was like, "Hey, you may not have
I'm
made
the
it."
man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine.
I'll wait for Clive.
No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin.
Oh.
I hope I can convince him at least.
That's a good idea. Anyways, so your instructor said, "Hey, you may not have made it, but you stuck it out and didn't quit. That says a lot about you, and I appreciate you trying hard." I mean, those are good words. It is unfortunate. He also said it was super condensed, packed in 3 months, and reiterated that less than 60 to 70 fell. Was it always condensed into like 3 months then, Kenny, or is that like a new thing they were doing to try to get more through, or like what was the idea behind that, if you even know? Seems aggressive. Being that like an air traffic controller is so crucial to like stop, like, so nothing bad happens, right? So with the FAA, you can only apply after 32, and it's one and done. If you don't pass, you're done. Oh, wow, that's aggressive. Damn. All right. I mean, it is, like I said, it's a very important job, but you would think you could try again, right? I didn't know it was that aggressive, though.
I can walk from here.
All right, Quentin, we need your help.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
Has anyone here ever had a meat pie?
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I
assume it's like a mincemeat pie?
The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best.
Is it good, Cookie?
If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's
Really?
not that.
I'll have to try it at some
Then what
point.
is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Well, that was easy.
Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Oh, I bet you have to finish quitting side quests to get to this point for this quest too. So yeah, apparently the shortage in the industry is so bad that Congress is looking to make it easier to become a pilot. Really? That seems a little scary, actually. Okay, back to Uncle Byron. It's from what you know that it's always been a 3-month course at the academy. Then you have additional training once you get to your facility. So the fail rate at the academy is like 65 to 70%, and the rate's even worse at the facility because you only get like 2 weeks to learn all the nav aids and map before being tested on it. Damn. I feel like you'd have to it would almost be crucial to have a background in aviation before you got to be an ATC. Like, so you would come in with like a leg up and not start from scratch to be able to keep pace with that.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Of course.
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations.
Oh.
Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Wait, who was this?
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
There we go.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
I feel like we're about to hear a very interesting conversation. You would die in those 2 weeks for the training. Oh, we're here already. The Rosfield Manor. This should be a fun combo.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. Ah, but I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
That was good. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? What's up, Ronzo? How are you?
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands.
No pressure.
The well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Tri-Unity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Tri-Unity. I like it. Exhausted, glad to be off work. I'm glad you're off work too. Time to chill, hopefully.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
It's Uncle Byron, not Brian. Oh, you got it. I saw it. My bad. Hell yeah, I gotta play some Street Fighter 6. We can get him. Nice. And we got the Tri-Unity Accord. And the Breath of Darkness for Heaven's Cloud reduces the cooldown. Nice. Alright, another Wall of Sad. Item acquired. The Wall of Sad is definitely not very sad anymore. It's more uplifting now, I will say that. Alright, we gotta ride the lift up here. Whoa, whoa, Nectar, what do you got for me, buddy? A hunt? Well, that takes priority, obviously. I think Uncle Byron's safe though, retry. So Kenny, so the two guys in your class that went to CTI school, which leads into ATC, actually failed too, so it's not a sure thing either. Damn, I really never knew that it was that difficult to be an air traffic controller. Again, I understand the importance of the job, but like, it's kind of crazy that it's a one and done kind of thing. Ronza, who's your Street Fighter 6 main? Okay, we are hunting. Oh, Knight of the Splendid Heart, and the Grim Reaper. All right, so we have Cape Orsiri and the Penitent's Gate, both in Sandbreck. Okay, let's go to the Penitent's Gate first and fight the Dragoon because that sounds fucking sick. I don't know where the gate's at. If I was at the Penitent Gate, where would I be? Is that a gate? It is a gate, but it's the wrong gate. I need a gate. Where are the gates? All right, well, there's the other hunt right there. Right now, Ryu and Ken, you're wanting to get better as DJ. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so they're both up here. So we'll hit the Cape or Siri, or however you say that, and then we'll go up to the Penitent Gate. First through Northreach. Yeah, I think Uncle Byron's safe. I think all the characters we're talking to at the hideaway are safe. I would be very surprised if they weren't. I mean, shit could still hit the fan, right? There's plenty of time for that to still happen. I mean, unless Ultima wins, which would be a wild ending, right? I am excited for these hunts, baby. They're only A rank, which means they're probably not going to give us any
seen any of those beastly
of the legendary loot we need to make the Gotterdammerung, but either way, they should be fun to do, especially fighting a Dragoon and a Grim Reaper.
I will.
Good girl.
Off we go. Oh, you can see the Aether Flood already over there. Yeah, it's showing up on stream. Yeah. It's a raptor. Oh, I never know how long their tails are. Bonk. Hairless or featherless chocobo look kind of terrifying. All right, hopefully we're not getting ourselves in over our head here, but it's only an A rank hunt, right? So it can't be that bad. You hate having to pay to read articles? Yeah, I agree. It's annoying, isn't it? Everything requires a subscription or something now. Terrifying to look at, easier to deep fry. That is true. I gotta pluck all the feathers. Hey, Chronolith is right here. Look at that. We still have to do all of those. Nice. So where is the Grim Reaper at, though? We're at... Huh. Well, it could be, like, around the area, right? Is there like a graveyard here or something? Oh, here we go. Maybe? Huh. This looked like a good spot for it, but I guess not. I know there was a chest there, but I don't think it really matters. Like, you actually want to do some research, and and you can't because there's a gated article behind a paywall. It did matter. I don't believe you. Where is this Grim Reaper? Oh my god, I thought we were going over the edge there for a second. It kept going. I was like, oh no, it's over. It contains the item needed to unlock the super boss. Does it? Should I believe you right now? Something tells me I shouldn't.
You deserve a rest.
Probably random crafting mats. Of course it was.
Ready, go? Run like the wind.
So Congress is also looking to raise the age limit for pilots. When you hit a certain age, you're taken off the job. I mean, that makes sense, honestly. Is this still considered the Cape right there, or just right over here? Because, like, otherwise, I don't know where the hell it's at. Oh, there he is.
Straight home now.
It's one of those Revenant dudes, but reskinned. The Prince of Death. Edgy as fuck. All right, here we go. I didn't want to do this, but it's fine. How are you up? Wait, really? There we go. Ooh, nice counter. Hell yeah. All right, now let's pop off. So no matter how healthy you are, once you hit like 65, you're grounded regardless. I guess I can see why they would do that though. But if there's a big shortage, I can see how they would easily turn that back around to not do that anymore. Because realistically, we need pilots, right? And it's not, that need's not going to disappear anytime soon, if ever. It never will, actually. And this should break you. Not quite. Shit. There we go. Charging, charging, charging. Do this really quickly. Pop this. Here we go. So they're looking to raise the age to 67. Is 2 years going to make that big of a difference, though? I mean, I guess it might. That's what they're considering. Oh, wait, the hell? He canceled 2. Counter. Oh, it was on cooldown still. You hit me. Get away. There we go. Little magic blast in the face always works. Right, so they'd be able to keep some of the existing pilots. That makes sense. Hey, we did get a dark steel. Wait a second. Hold on. We might have enough to craft. Where do you actually see that at? Is it over here? This? Oh man, there's too much stuff in here. We need that. We need 3 of those. We need 2 dark steel, I think.
I'm getting tired of these things.
All right, hold on. Before we fight that Dragoon, I think we could make the final weapon now. Yes, we can. No, that's not it. Shit, maybe we can't. Okay. We'll wait. Let's fight the Dragoon first.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And the FAA, they force you to retire at 50. Oh, that's why there's an age limit for when you can start. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. No, I'm tracking now with that. I was wondering why there was a strict, like, you say like 32 or something. That's the age limit, the cutoff for being allowed to work the job. So retry, there are no limitations for being a mechanic. Even like in the aerospace field, you can work as long as you want. I kind of wish I'd be forced to retire at some age.
Better already.
All right, let's take that Dragoon down. You want to retire at 50? I think that'd be ideal, Cookie, to retire at 50. That'd be wonderful. Right, so the age limit must be 18 or older, but can't be older than 32 when applying. Gotcha. That is probably something to do with, you know, if you're going to go through the training and everything, they have you for a certain amount of years, right? So Kenny, when you go through that training, do you pay for that, or is that like if you test in, they pay for the training, you go through it then? They say it's due to the stress of the job. Well, I feel like as an ATC, if you mess up, bad things happen, right? So 8-Ball will still be streaming to 50. All signs point to yes. I would love to be doing that still, Cookie. It'd be really cool. But I don't know. We'll see. What's up, buddy? Here we fucking go. Yes. Knight of the Splendid Heart. You paid for that because you're there for facility. Okay, gotcha.
You're the outlaw.
Mirage Dive.
The one who drove His Highness to madness. On your knees.
Actually, we didn't do that.
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Oh, I can't see his moves because of the impulse attacks. I didn't do anything. We saved his life. You need to calm down, sir. All right, get comboed. Oh, so they pay for housing and you receive the paycheck. Nice. Mirage high dive. Oh god, oh god. Join my team! Oh shit. Oh, there he goes. Woo. God damn that attack. Alright, you know what? Freeze! There's no people at Dragoon in this. Of course there isn't. Why would there be? It's unfortunate. So much damage we do here. We should get a decent amount. Not really. Phantom March sounds bad. I can't see what's happening. Oh god. Alright, get fucked.
Long live.
Well, he tried. People Outlaw. What's up, Pidgey? How are you? Just means we have to make one. I need to get some new emotes made anyway, because we need to add an Armored Core emote, and I wouldn't be opposed to getting a Dragoon emote as well.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Yeah, that sucks. He would have definitely helped the cause. That's for damn sure. Oh well. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Mega Flare. Thank you. Okay, so those are the 2 hunts we had available right now. They are complete. Let's see if there's anything else going on here. There is not. For Nectar, at least. All right, to the hideaway. It gave me an animated one where it jumps out of the screen, then lands back in it. That is a really good idea, Cookie, and I'll see if I can get somebody to make one. All right, so first off, if you're watching on YouTube, we are going to wrap up this episode of Final Fantasy 16 right here. Next time, we're going to continue pushing through the side quests and whatever else we have to do before we end the game. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.